my e-bike because the bicycle seat that came with it isn't wide enough for someone of my girth.
Yeah.
And the other seat that I got is not made for an e-bike. Like you sit on it and it won't let you use your legs. Like it limits your mobility. So I got another
Interesting.
e-bike, one made for fat people. I actually looked in it. I typed in fat person bicycle seat and all it came up was oversized bicycle seats. Not even joking. It's exactly what I typed in. So I get it today. I put it on the bike and about 8 miles into the trip, it starts letting loose like the back. Now I tightened it as much as the wrench that they gave you will tighten it. So I'm going and the bicycle seat just progressively keeps going like
We're going like the
this.
back side of it to where it was just like
Yeah.
freaking
And since
seesaw.
since my name is not Juan or Jeff King, I don't want internal bicycle seat, right? That's just not my type of deal. So I stop at two farmhouses. I'm like, the first one, nobody answers. The second one, um, there's a little girl out in the yard, so I knew somebody was home. And I said, "Hey, can you go ask your dad if I can borrow a wrench? I need to tighten my bicycle seat." And she goes, "I'll go in and ask my mommy." So little kid runs in, gets her mom. I am standing on the ground. They have a porch that's about 3 feet tall. And this woman comes out. I kid you not. Me standing on the ground, all 6'4" of me, is looking the woman dead in the face.
Did you go to Kansas house by accident and that was
I
Kansas on the porch?
I must have. It was something. I must have gone to Kansas's house by accident. I mean, I'm pretty close to the border, but I'm not all the way there. But it's just weird to be standing on the ground and you're looking a full grown adult in the face on a porch that's standing up.
All right.
So I
So,
had to ride another 14 miles home standing up.
nice.
No, no, not nice. No, no, no.
Well,
It
at
was
least you
either
didn't ride it
stand
like
up.
one of those South Park bicycles.
Yeah, it was either stand up or get violated. And I was like, no, no, I'm not a choir boy anymore, so violation is not going to be something that I'm into. But like it was weird because they're like, we don't have tools. I'm like, you live on a farm. How do you not have tools? We take for granted, not granted, granted the fact that we have tools available to us because we're tool guys.
Wow.
How common or uncommon is it for people to have
They
tools in
they
their
they
house?
definitely had a wrench. It just wasn't going to be. Uh, you weren't going to get your hands on it.
Yeah, it probably not for a giant person to use. It was probably one of those little ones like you see the people using the little the little stubby ratchets and stuff, and they're all happy, and it fits in their whole hand. And I like pick up one of them that's the size of my thumb. Like
It's like
this
there's no
ain't gonna
way.
work.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah. So but how uncommon is it for people to not have tools in the house?
Um, I would know, dude. I've always had tools in the house. So I don't know. I don't understand that concept.
Me,
BW says check out the Tool Show. I haven't watched the Tool Show since they pretty much told me to stop talking bad about Vince and VCG.
yeah,
Directly sent me an email and said that it was a gossip and that I could do better.
yeah. I don't. I, I I don't watch the Tool Show. I don't
Yeah,
care what they do. I don't care what they say. They're goofs.
yeah. I've never seen them actually use the tool on their channel. So
Yeah. I saw them use Heart because Heart sent them a bunch of tools, and they were using Hearts to make like little garden boxes or something.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
don't watch it, so.
he looks like a soccer mom out there trying to do stuff. So I'll just leave it at that. I just think it's uncommon, and with given how great the tools are that we have available to us today, what are people doing where they're not buying tools? Like, what are you spending your money on if you're not buying tools? It's a concept that I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, I can think of a bunch of things, but dude, I've spent a lot of money on tools in the last week. I
Uh,
just bought a recip saw that I already have one of.
what the hell, Jeremy? I have a brother-in-law that didn't have a pair of pliers, a screwdriver in his house. He just had his dad come over with that guy's gay. Uh, Jamie said my dad only had a few screwdrivers, pliers, never owned a drill or a saw. Your dad had a desk job for sure. My neighboring farms sometimes come to me to borrow a simple pair of pliers or a hammer. What the hell? Like here I have in my garage, I probably have, I don't know, $60,000-$70,000 in tools just sitting here. Like I don't expect people to have that much, but you
Yeah.
have to have tools to do some of the basic stuff around your house. Like it doesn't make sense to me. What if your front door gets a little wonky? Like we get a lot of weather here, so sometimes
The
our
striker plate.
doors,
Right.
no, our doors like swell, right? And that loosens the door over time because it swells and and then
No, I
it
see.
dries out, and it's always doing that. It's not I'm not the only one that lives around here, so I know it happens to other houses. What the hell do they do? Like you can't call a handyman for everything, because frankly, if I was a handyman and you called me because the hinge on your door was loose, I'd look at you and I'd say, is your husband at home? Like I just don't like it. The concept is foreign to me that you would not be able to take care of some things for yourself. Like, am I the only one? What do you think?
No, that's yeah, I don't understand that concept either, dude. I've never not had tools, so um I don't know, even other people that I associate myself with have tools, you know? When my buddy got his house, I gave him like a 4-piece DeWalt set. I gave him a chop saw and some other stuff. I sold him the chop saw for like $50. It's a $150 chop saw.
Okay.
But I filled his house with tools pretty much. You got to have something.
Oh, Jesus. $200 to fix your cabinet door? Why? Shoot, just finally get done putting a shower in a master bedroom. Way to go, Mr. Hungry. Dude, whenever one of my buddies, like, they get a new house or whatever, the first thing I do is give them tools. I give them basic tools. I give them a hammer, pliers, screwdrivers. I might throw in a drill. If they're a homeowner, like guys that aren't really handy, I'll give them like corded tools, just stuff
Right.
that I have laying around. And why? Because I look at them and be like, home ownership is a lifelong commitment to building and rebuilding. You're never fully done working on your house. You're
Yeah,
always
you can't own a house without
painting.
doing something. If not, it's just
Yeah.
going to become worthless.
Is that the stuff he learned on our farm makes him an expert handman there? Oh my God. He's just shocked at how little people know. Foz, I know that feeling. What's up, Amber? How you doing? Putting one of those Duramax sheds with the wife, the real Amber, took 6 hours. 10 and a half by 10 and a half. Went decent. Used my Flex Compact Impact with 2 amp hour battery, which lasts. Nice, Amber.
Nice.
I don't know. Now,
What's up, bub?
my brother is one of those guys who has no tools and doesn't know how to use tools, wouldn't know what to do with tools, even if you handed it to him. We grew up in the same house. He was the one that my father showed how to do stuff to, right? 'Cause my dad had no time for me. He didn't like how much of a smart ass I was or whatever.
Right.
So he didn't want me around. He didn't enjoy my company. But my brother, he wanted to show everything to. He showed my brother how to work on cars my dad's way, which not the right way, but he showed him how to do it his way. He showed him how to do some building. Now my dad couldn't even hang a picture straight if you paid him. But he's the one that my my dad wanted to show. Me, he just like, go get the tools, leave me alone. That was it. And then I end up having a whole long career of using tools and being successful and knowing how to do everything self-sufficiently. It's just I like do you guys have that like one person or two people in your house that's just like the black sheep, but they're the black sheep that does the stuff? And then all the other sheep look at the black sheep and like, hey, can you
No,
I
but
don't
my father was a carpenter, and more of a carpenter is such a
mm,
bad term now. Carpenter's like you do rough openings and some casing, and
yeah.
it's not really a woodworker. So almost like a professional cabinet maker, custom woodworker, I guess you would say. In Bermuda, it's going to cost you the same amount for someone to come in, measure it, do an estimate, go to the shop, go build it custom to wrap it around your house and it fit like a glove than it is to go buy something and have it shipped. It's the exact same cost.
Yeah.
And when you buy it and have it shipped, it doesn't fit your house like a glove.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd never look at anything and be like, "Can I buy it and have it shipped to me?" Like cabinets or whatever. If I really need a new cabinet, I'll just buy some plywood and make one. Or
Yeah, I will say for like the kitchen cabinet stuff, if you don't really care if it's real wood or not, because you're probably going to be outdated anyway at some point and plan on remodeling the kitchen in the future, and you just want to go buy some OSB crap with some drawers that'll get you by, some of that's a pretty good value.
yeah.
Some of it.
Amber said, "Being a handyman in PA is crazy. I have customers call me for everything. Strange part is everyone is working from home and are afraid to touch or do anything, basically helpless. And he charges. He has so I charge basically according. I think he charges accordingly with no feelings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
IKEA
exactly.
cabinets have been IKEA cabinets. Anything from IKEA is crap.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, but a lot of people are buying it and then you're the one doing the kitchen, so guess what? You get to put together all the boxes.
I hate people.
Yeah. Yep.
That to me that doesn't make any sense. First of all, you're buying like what are you spending for an average kitchen reno? 30 grand average. Am I being a little light on that, or am I being
I,
too heavy?
yeah, for me, dude, I could probably get it done for a lot cheaper because we know what we're doing. So I wouldn't even know what to tell you what one could cost because I think I could flip a kitchen for like less than eight.
Yeah, IKEA or Walmart furniture. My mom, the reason I've got a solid oak, and it is solid oak, uh, bookshelf is because my mom went to Walmart and she bought one of those press board, like the glued together bookshelves that
Yeah.
it's just kind of like the IKEA stuff where they got the
And you
little
better glue them. Yeah, just like what I built the other day with the computer desk.
yeah. I looked at her. I'm like, why did you buy this garbage? when you could have just asked me and I'd have made you one. And she's like, well, I didn't want to bother you. That's really nice, Mom. So you know what I did? I spent like a month and made her 2 matching bookshelves. I made one the size that she had gotten from Walmart, the exact dimensions that she had gotten from Walmart, and then I made a bigger one that could go next to it, but all the same molding. Like I did all the molding myself. Um, even even the back of them, like I pieced them together, the trapezoid shape, so that they could only fit in together one way, and it would add rigidity. And I knew that it would never come loose. It would never look bad. And all she'd have to do is use a little bit of lemon pledge or whatever on it, a couple times a year and be done.
Yeah.
I have those today. Well, I have one of those. My son stole the other one, but I have
Dang.
one of those today. I have the big one. It's 250 pounds. It ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. Never.
And it's almost 6 feet tall, which is perfect. Like for what they needed, it was perfect.
Yeah.
So,
It just goes down to the timing, time,
hello,
money, and
David.
price.
Yeah. The thing is,
Quality.
she spent 100. I want to say she spent like $100 on this piece of crap from Walmart. I built both of them for about 150.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Lemon pledge memories used to smell the love. Yes.
I wonder why that's
Hello,
a memory. They
David.
still have lemon pledge.
Yes. Hello, David Boyle. Seen a few of your videos. Great content. Quick question. Skill tools for professional builder. Yes or no?
Mm,
Skill saws. Yes. Skill anything else? No.
I'd agree with that.
Never.
If you were building cabinets and you just needed a 12 volt and it was like
Yeah.
$50 for the set, and then you were done, sure. You're only driving 1-inch screws. The batteries are, basically a power bank, and they got a nice
That's it.
ring light. I don't mind the skill 12 volt stuff, but you said the word professional, and skill and professional doesn't really
No.
go together in the same sentence. When you think about like professional things, are like the best tool is always be reliable. That's got the most power, best bang for your buck. Usually, you're not looking for when you're a professional. You're looking for what works the best.
Right. Yeah. They don't have or they're not going to have the speed or the power to really make you efficient at work. And as a professional, what you should be worrying about is being efficient.
Yeah.
The
That
skill's not
new
going to get you there.
flip driver the skill has. I
Oh.
bet you could probably bog down a 3/16 bit in oak. I bet you when you suck the two cabinets together and you clamp the faces,
Yes.
you get them all lined up, and then you put the 1 and 3/4 screw
Yeah.
to each one, whatever it is. I don't think the skill could do that. It's not powerful enough to suck the cabinet together. You would have to use an impact. You'd lose your clutch feature. And then doing the little pilot
Yes.
hole, I don't think that drill even has the capability to do that. It just doesn't.
All right, protester. I can't say the rest of it, but I agree with it. And JB, yes, I would recommend Metabo HVT for homeowners. I would also recommend them for professionals because they are that good.
Yeah,
I
Metabo is
think,
good.
I think Metabo HVT is one of the most underrated brands on the market today. Unfortunately, they're sold at Lowe's, and professionals just don't go to Lowe's unless they're an electrician. And then they're not really professional. They're
Yeah,
electricians.
correct, Jeremy. Never impact a cabinet drill only. Yeah, you're not. That drill is not
All
going
right,
to
Wolf.
suck cabinets together. It just doesn't have enough power.
Yeah. Never impact on cabinet drill only. I agree with you, Jeremy. Now, what's weird is Skill was not the first folks to come out with that type of drill. works. All has a very similar one, although the design is a little different, and I don't recommend either one. I don't recommend works to anyone,
The
homeowner or not.
works, at least you're limited to the drill bit with how far the base is off of the tool to where, because it comes down at 45. So you could
Yeah,
have a potentially long bit hanging off of that sucker. The skill, you're stuck with a 5-inch bit or something at the max. So like these bits here, these will not go in that driver because they're too long and they don't make the spin around when you try to flip them. So you can't use your favorite long bits. I like using the long bits like this for things like
yeah,
that. You can get in the corners easier because a lot of times the nose of your tool nowadays, the tool is so short where the battery is hitting the face as soon as you get close to what you're trying to drill.
yeah.
So I put the longer ones in, and then the driver itself,
Hold
like
on,
it wouldn't have. By the time you
one
spun
sec,
it,
one sec. Sharush, his name is fine. His name is fine. We're just gonna leave his name here. His name is fine. We just won't use it. We'll just call him Wolf, and we'll leave it at that because he said call him Wolf. So we're not gonna discriminate him based on his channel name.
nice.
So I just want to make sure that we understand that his name is fine. Impact snap screws in hardwood cabinets, even if there's a pilot hole.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say pre-drilled because it's not what it's called. It's called a pilot hole. Yeah. Look, impact
Hey,
drivers in hardwood are inferior tools.
you got to say it like Dave says it though. Pilot hole.
All right. No worries, Wolf. I just didn't want you to think that we're gonna discriminate against you because of your name. To me, the name is perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with it.
What's that, Nick?
They sell pre-drilled wood. Oh Jesus!
Pre-drilled wood? No, no, they don't.
Why?
They don't. Ignore him. How would they sell pre-drilled wood?
I don't know.
It'd
So
have to be in a kit.
I can tell you guys exactly why the impact driver breaks screws in hardwood more than a drill wheel. And it goes to the very nature of how the tool works. So when the screw gets bound up, that is when it gets done driving, or
It's called
the
IKEA.
yeah,
Exactly.
the pressure that it can produce at that moment is done, and the hammer comes in contact with the anvil, and the spring compresses to lift the hammer up so that the rotational force can go over the top of the anvil, hit on the other side, and you get that annoying impacting noise. Well, you have to think that rests the momentum of the screw. So the screw stops. Every time that you hear that impacting, that screw has
Right.
stopped. Well, you're putting constant tapping on it,
Yep.
so, like this. Well, the weakest part of that screw is going to have all of that twisting action coming to it on that. Whereas a drill, it's nonstop. So the rotation, the momentum of the tool never stops. So that all that pressure cannot build onto the weakest area. And the longer that screw is, the more likelihood that you are to break that screw from that impacting. And I've shown it before, but you know me, people don't
Yeah,
really
it's basically a
care.
camshaft on a race car with 1,000 horsepower, and the camshaft is stock.
Yeah.
Every time the impact hits, you're at a 0 miles per hour, and then you're flooring your car to go up to 100 from 0. So you're putting all that force every time, like it's
Yeah.
a new drag, if you will.
No worries, Wolf. 45 is a lot. Squatch hates tile. It looked like he was tearing up, but I couldn't tell if it was a bathroom. But given the tile in there, I was gonna assume that it was a bathroom. He says he hates tile. And Bob, to answer your question, I would put plywood over it because the concrete, as you're walking on it, it's going to put pressure directly onto your knees and onto your lower back as you walk on it. So anytime that you can put plywood on it and even give it that little bit of give, it's better for your body. What's your question? Do they sell hard cardboard they use for back of bookcases separately? Yeah, that's called 1 1/4 or 1/8 plywood. And it's actually, if you replace that stuff with plywood, you're going to get much better rigidity out of your furniture.
Oh, the foundation kit probably is plastic
Yeah.
that goes on top of the plywood. Or that goes on top of the concrete. It's fine.
See,
You put plywood down, you got to vapor bury it because you can't put plywood directly down on concrete. So
just run
probably
some, run some strips, paint the bottom or tar the bottom of the strips,
right.
and that'll create the separation between the wood and there. And then you can add in your floor or your subfloor, and you'll actually increase the strength of the building overall, which is a good thing, and you'll increase how long it'll last. It's metal. Yeah, don't care. You can still do it. Just run furrier strips across. Hey, holes here. Granddaughter has
about-
too small shelving. I don't want to use an 1/8 cardboard. You can use just regular or 1/8 hardwood. You can use a laminate plywood, rod, or you can actually just cut up a big box and use that because it's the same thing as what you're putting on there. The plywood would actually be better long run. Oh, the Rubbermaid
screw the
mats.
bear.
I like whoever said that. Oh, it's Jimmy Bluebell.
You screw Hercules. I wouldn't say screw Harbor Freight, man. Harbor Freight's not too bad.
It depends. Most
If
of
I was
their
going to buy a
tools-
jack, it'd be from Harbor Freight, and it was from Harbor Freight. Just saying.
It was, yeah. Well, that's you.
It was. Where else do you buy a jack from? Where are you going to go?
Tractor Supply. You could go to Menards, Lowe's, Home Depot. You can go to Ace Hardware. Hell, you can even go to Walmart. There are
I
a
never
lot
even
of
thought to go to
places
Home
that
Depot
you
for
can.
jacks.
There's a lot of places you can buy stuff other than Harbor Freight.
I've never
A
even
lot.
seen. Is there jacks at Home Depot? I feel stupid.
Yes, there are.
Let's see here.
Over in the automotive section. Dink.
By the compressors, right? By the compressors.
Do you not know where the auto section is at your Home Depot?
We've got like the penetrating oils. We got the ratchet straps.
You also have the trailer hitches,
the vacuums, the trailer
lights,
hitches. Yeah, it's over there.
and jacks. You have like 3 to 6 different styles of jack.
Dang, they're hiding in there.
Jesus. I feel bad about doing a show with a tool guy that doesn't know tools.
It's a jack. Is it really a tool?
Yes.
Oh.
Are you picking the car up?
Are automotive people really people?
No.
All right.
Mechanics are kind of thieves. Got Husky 3-ton floor jack cheaper at Home Depot than Hobo Freight. Thank you, Jeremy.
Nice. I picked up the what did I pick up?
I can't believe you didn't know they had jacks.
Never looked, man. I bought a lot of things at Home Depot, but jack's not one of them. Let's see.
Damn,
it's dark in here.
Yeah, There's, we didn't even mention all the the auto supply places like
What ton is this
Napa,
one?
AutoZone.
What ton is this one?
3.
3. Yeah, this is a 310. We got this for 108. I think it's not too
Okay.
bad. It's not too bad. Oh, and then I got the. We got the. Oh shit! I'm falling.
He's been following the bear for too long. He thinks he has to go to Harbor Freight for things.
Yeah, 310 for
Yeah.
$50.
$50.
$50. I think so.
I just want you to know
Are they 40?
They have 3-ton jack stands at Walmart. 3-ton jack stands at Walmart for $20, $28, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Dude, that's the place I don't go to Walmart.
Yeah,
Walmart people freak me out.
Walmart and Harbor Freight are the same.
I try to stay away from the Walmart.
Right in there.
Yeah, but you don't have to go near as deep into the store to get what you need at Harbor Freight.
No,
there's way more encounters with weird people at Walmart than there is Harbor Freight.
You just have to deal with the folks that shop at Harbor Freight and then the weirdos that work there. Like,
there's a lot of weirdos at Harbor Freight. I think that's like on the job application, are you a weirdo? And if you put no, they just trash your application.
See, look, Bob the Builder, 10 years he's had his 3-ton Husky floor jack.
Nice.
See, I'm just saying, Husky was $99.99 normal price. Got it on sale for $89.99, 3-ton.
For 2?
The floor jack. The floor jack was $89 for a 3-ton. A 3-ton floor jack. So cheaper than you. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
The LGBTQ wrenches from Harbor Freight. How many purple-haired women have you seen working at Harbor Freight?
So we have the weirder ones than that. It's actually the purple-haired men.
Okay, well, they're probably ladies in the evening when they're off of work.
Husky has lifetime warranty on their jacks too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
They identify as tools.
Dallas, that's funny. Got the Husky 3-ton stacks still in the box, never opened, that came with it 10 years ago.
Oh, you got a good deal on that there.
There you go. Tool cart and chest are pretty good. Tool carts and chests are pretty good at Harbor Freight. All right, Foz. Yeah. Some stuff, yes. Just like you can get some nice stuff at Walmart.
Yeah.
You can get some nice stuff at Harbor Freight.
All of the air stuff is crap at Harbor Freight, man. All their blowers, the adapters, the inflators, all that stuff's like plastic.
All dirty employees make what? The local Harbor Freight is always dirty and employees make the store look clean. Dang. How dirty are they? Cashier with blue hair, said Rodney. I get in trouble at Harbor Freight last time I was there. My 6-year-old daughter asked why the lady at the checkout had a beard.
And you got in trouble? That's a legitimate answer or question.
Oh, look at this. George Ordway been a member for 28 months. Aloha.
Nice,
time
George.
does fly. Congratulations and thank you. Harbor Freight, where the workers can help you find a tool and where to get your weed. That's probably,
all right.
Never asked him about the weed. Remember, the devil has blue hair and uses pronouns. I thought he was a Democrat. Somebody was playing that song for us the other day during their live stream.
They struck it, you know.
Oh, no, they did not strike it.
Well, what did they do? They copy claimed it. They claimed it.
Yes, so you have to split the
revenue. There was no revenue. But anyway, so there's a video of that dude saying that you can play my music. I've played it before I start my streams usually, if I'm going to play music. And it's saying you can use my music.
JB wants to know if we still buy Bauer tools.
No, I don't own any Bauer anything.
No. No, I don't buy Bauer tools. No, JT. We have the half-shaved head women, I think, buy me at Harbor Freight. Dang. Oh, Squatch will probably go live later.
There you go.
You always miss something exciting, Aho. Bauer brushed the professional choice. A cartoon told me that.
What did you say? Probably. Does he have anything planned?
I don't know.
Oh,
But you and he both go live like a ridiculous amount of time.
oh, dude! If the kids are out of the house, or Angela says that she can hold the camera, I'm going live.
I've heard
It's
positive
that simple.
things about. Oh, you know what, Ted? That dust collection system. That
Nice.
big dust collector right here. This one.
Yeah, yeah. I think I've got one in my shed that I probably need to just throw in the trash. Can't breathe around it.
Tom McDonald, you can use his songs all you want. If you have an issue, email him. He's a cool kid from Canada originally, and was a wrestler. He's American now. Hi, Charlotte. You should be laughing about Harbor Freight. Is Hikoki worth David, you're a Scotsman, and I take that to heart. Yes, Hikoki is worth the investment. We call him Metabo HPT over here. I have several videos showing the Metabo HPT. It's not the most powerful out there, but it might be the smoothest. Like of all the impact drivers that I own, and I own a few.
Powerful enough. It's just as good as DeWalt.
Yeah. I own quite a few, and it's probably the one I use regular impact driver more than any other.
I bet you it's more reliable than DeWalt. I bet you any Hikoki is more reliable than any DeWalt.
I bet it is too.
I bet you it's more reliable than Milwaukee.
Hey, Jeremy, you're gonna get some spine surgery, maybe? Well, good luck with that. I hope it works, and I hope it gets you back out there. Doing what you love to do. Work in the corner. Rodney wants you to know he likes it when Angela's on the stream. Not you so much, but her.
Right. If the kids aren't home and my wife says she can hold the camera. That's funny.
JB, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get the new 36-volt hammer drill or not. I would like to, but I can't keep running out buying every new tool just because it comes out. I own enough Metabo that I can tell you that I really, really like them.
Yeah, it's 36 volt, man. So it's kind of big, It's just a little bit big. So the average person probably going to use something else. If you're a really big Hikoki fan, you'll buy it. But at some point, man, we're just going to have bigger screws and bigger drivers and bigger anvils for the impacts and bigger, like 1/4 inch isn't going to do it pretty soon. You're going to need like a 5/16. Like these bits here are going to have to be 5/16 in diameter here pretty soon, 7/16 or something, just to drive what some of these things are doing.
So they have a 7/16 impact out.
Yeah, it's going to have to be the standard though.
Well, that might not happen. And the reason I say it, most of the construction that goes on in the world, they're driving 3 inches or less. Most of the dudes in the world are probably driving 3 inches or less.
In the bedroom, yeah.
Yeah, we just happen to drive bigger. Sorry, Jimmy. Make sure to check out the merch store because we do have merch available for everybody. We're hoping you guys purchase it. because Christina worked really hard on getting the merch store up and doing all the designs and everything, even some that she didn't want to do that I requested, like my donut lover shirt. You know, my
Right.
donut lover shirt. I think it was really nice, and we'd like for her to be rewarded for that. So if you guys could make sure to get out there.
There we go.
Tool
Again, name
Squatch
dropping.
says, yep. Tool Squatch says the 36 volt Gen 2 hammer drill, that is the Metabo HPT, is the best that's out right now. That's how much he likes it.
Interesting.
I don't know when I am coming to Branson again. This year, I have not been healthy enough to travel at all, so I have not gone anywhere. Even making the hour-and-a-half long trip up to Home Depot to do the videos for you guys is becoming, a little harder
Right.
on me just physically. So I don't know that I'll be traveling ever again. I don't know that I won't, but I have no plans to travel ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. Things just been crazy over here. So there's no way.
Hey, Kiltronics. It's all right. It's all right, Rod.
The 803 multi-head driver. Don't want to buy the M18. Any feedback? Much appreciated. So, dude, I was gonna buy that. Like, I was really gonna go get that, and I don't know why I haven't gotten it yet. I'll probably go buy it. I want it. It's something that I want. I'll probably buy it and I'll review it here pretty soon. I've got the 12 volt. Josh sent it to me, and it's great. And one thing I will say about the DeWalt versus the Milwaukee, I'll show you right now.
Okay. I have Alzheimer's, and I was hit by a car a long time ago, and I've got some degeneration that goes on in my back that makes it nearly impossible for me to walk right now. Like I do get around, I do walk still, but I'm been losing feeling in my legs, and I'm not real steady on my feet right now.
All right, so you ready? Here we go. See the collet here? Watch. Bam.
Quick insert.
Okay.
Bam.
Watch the Milwaukee. What is that Milwaukee? Really? Why? Why? There's no
It's
collet.
magnetic.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's got something in there. It's not. Maybe it's just a magnet. DeWalt gave us that collet, dude, which is so much better for like tight situations, right?
It's all right, guys.
That's as good as you're gonna get from Milwaukee.
Okay.
Ooh, that's pretty. Is that your finger?
I had the
It
DeWalt.
says fall for Jesus. He never leaves.
It's true. He never leaves. He's always there.
Fall for Jesus. He never leaves. That's awesome, Caitlin. Put that on the fridge. Thank you, baby.
Ooh. CJ Combs wants to know. I have a question for you guys. Do you think Flex is here to stay? They seem to be staying strong and slowly picking up momentum, but do you guys think the company itself is going to stay the course? The answer to that question is no. I don't. I don't know that they have a future. They're definitely not gaining momentum. As a matter of fact, right now, everything's on basically a blowout sale, a closeout sale. And it's just one of those things like when I look at Flex, great tools. I don't like the coloring. That's a personal issue. Like, I don't care if they do the job. I like them enough to use them, but I don't know. The problem is professionals aren't the ones picking up the tools right now. It's a lot of people that are cruising the internet looking for a deal, homeowners that they're never going to use the tool. Maybe one project, two projects here and there, but that's it. They're not going to use the tool every day. Without a professional behind your line, and That's their full size line. They've already got skill and cobalt for the other garbage for the homeowner. But without the professional grabbing onto those tools and latching onto those tools, they have no future.
Yeah. Especially the way that they're treating it too. They haven't even really tried to do very much.
He gets around with airlift packages on his vehicles? Huh.
Well, thanks for his service. That's unfortunate,
Yeah.
man.
Dang, George. Oh, JT, you guys don't have to worry about my health. It'll be the same until it's not. And then when it's not, I won't have to worry about nothing. Flex has never gained traction. I think Fox is on their way out.
Flex, yeah.
Oh, Flex is on there.
I don't think they're on their way out yet. I think
this is going to year 5.
Yeah, I think they're laundering money with it, dude. I've said it for the last 3 years. I think they're laundering money with it, dude. It's just designed to fail. They need something to put the money somewhere because they're just giving away their best tools lately and coming out with more simultaneously. Or they just came with the caulk gun, they came with the nailers less than a year ago, and now they got the cutoff tool. Right? And then they also give us a 2.0 battery. I don't know what Flex is doing, man.
Yeah. Look, guys, you don't have to worry. I am sitting right now. I'm sitting in the plan for when my legs go. It's just a matter of time. When they go, I'm already equipped. So you don't have to worry about it. Like, it'll be fine.
Wheelchair's pretty comfortable.
No. But when you can't feel your legs, they're just fine. I've got a walker over there, a big walker, an upright walker that I'll have to use before I have to use this thing. So we're fine. I got it. I put my body through a lot when I was younger. Then I went into the trades. It is what it is. So you guys don't have to worry about me. I'll be just fine. That's
true. They came with a metal cutting saw too.
They did. I'm 51. Metabo powered wheelchair. I think they already have.
For half a second, dude. I almost bought it today. I almost bought the Flex table saw.
Apache.
Because it's on the buy more, save more. So you spend $500. How much do you save? You spend $500 on the buy more, save more right now.
You'd save a good amount. $100 is what, $20, something like that.
So every $100 is $20. Is that how it works? How does it work? It's more, right? Buy more, save more. So it's You probably get this freaking thing for $400, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think you could go up to it's like $150 at $500.
Yeah, if you bought that table saw, which is actually amazing,
$150 off.
Yeah, you would walk out the door for $400. It would be the same price as the DeWalt when it's not on sale.
That's nice to know, CJ. That's nice to know. 10,000 nails over the last 6 months, and it's never had a single jam. That's awesome, dude. I like.
What is that? The Flex? I missed that.
Yeah, the Flex.
Nice.
Somebody asked, "What's our go-to tool brand here in America?" We have 2. It was the Scottish guy that asked, David. We have 2, DeWalt Metabo or DeWalt Milwaukee. I almost said Metabo.
And still, unfortunately, Makita. I see a lot of Makita on the job site.
Only in
Texas.
Yeah. I was going to say small people that may not speak English.
Yeah, Texas.
Just say. Max is out at 300, I think. At least says what it says on the website. Yeah, but the dollar amount doesn't change after 300. I think it goes to 150 at a certain point. Rigid for the value. I agree with that.
So we would get the saw if it's $550 bare tool. I really shouldn't even look this up because I'm so tempted to get it, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I don't need it. I've got a better table saw already, so I don't need
I've
it.
got the DeWalt, man. It's great.
I have better than the DeWalt as well. So
You've got the Bosch just sitting there, not doing anything, and it's
yeah, I
cordless,
know.
and you don't even
The
use it.
the Bosch Pro, no, and it will not ever be used. Do you know why? Because I
'Cause
have my Delta contractor table saw, or my hybrid table saw sitting over there. I'll never use any others. Dang,
yeah,
nice. Sayer.
$549.
That's a nice deal, Sayer. AEG in Europe is rigid. On other channels, Hercules and Bauer feed American oh my God.
It's
Apache,
not
you gotta
part of
quit
the.
trolling.
It's not part of the buy more save more.
No.
No,
Only Makita I see is guys that have had them since they came out. That's probably true.
look at the capacity on that. There, that looks like a nice saw with the
It
light
does.
inside of the fence
I'm good,
and the
Pancho.
rack and pinion.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's a nice saw. Don't get me wrong. But it's not my Delta.
Right.
For what you guys are paying for some of these job site saws for your home, you could get the rigid saw that's made by Delta, or you can get the Delta saw made by Delta that are
Right.
both superior to the job site saws. Bigger cut capacity, stronger motors, better fence. The fence is the most important part of your table saw. People forget that the fence is that important, but the fence is the most important part of your table saw. You guys are getting these little chintzy fences that you're just missing out. You need a
Yeah.
really good saw. If you got a good table saw, you're not going to go with the contractor saw. Now, if you're a professional and you need to move your saw up from site to site to site, yes, that makes sense. But if you're a homeowner and you're looking to get a table saw, first of all, until you can afford a good table saw, get a track saw. You can do
Yeah.
just about everything
Well,
with a
Cam, the
track
track
saw
saws are
that you
just as
can.
much as the table saws now.
$399 for the rigid with 60 inches of track.
Oh yeah, no, dude. The DeWalt with the stand was $300 less than 6 months ago, and
Yeah.
I used that. I didn't go buy that deal. I used that deal to go buy a used one for even cheaper because they had it listed for the same price. And I called the guy and I said, "Hey man, I can go buy this for $300 right now with the stand. You're selling yours for $250." And he said, "I'll take $50 off." So I got my DeWalt for like $200 out there, and it is freaking sweet.
They are nice saws. They are very good saws, but they're job site saws.
Yeah,
You're sacrificing cut capacity and strength when you're getting a job site saw.
yeah.
Just being honest with you. Sorry, didn't mean to rain on everybody's parade, but yeah. Uh, I like Flex as much as anybody, but I just, unfortunately, I think they came out about 5 years too late. If they had come out 5 years earlier, even if they offered brush tools and then some brushless tools, right? It like just slowly started mixing in the brushless, or even if they had come out with a full line of brushless to start with,
Right.
I think they could have made an inroad.
Yeah.
Right now, with DeWalt and Milwaukee dominating, they dominate. Ryobi as that low cost homeowner grade cheap alternative, and then you got the garbage at Harbor Freight being sold. There's just not enough people to buy the flex tools. 10 years, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're going away that soon. I would think
I don't know.
the way it's going, I think about 5 years.
You think they'll be out in 5 years?
They need to do something. If they keep going the trajectory they're going, yeah, 5 years.
Well, without their biggest trade partner, which is Lowe's.
Mm-hmm.
Lowe's saying we're not going to carry the full size stuff. We want to compact. We want to concentrate on the compact. Pros aren't buying the compact stuff.
Right.
Well, the pros aren't buying any of their stuff, but they're not going in there to buy the compact stuff regardless. So where does that leave Lowe's as far as the professional market?
I don't know, man. You might be missing the plot a little bit on how much power you actually need. I was driving those 3-inch screws just fine with all 3 last night. They got a lot of power, man. The tool's got a lot of power. I think that even a professional can use the power of a ryobi. Not a ryobi, not the features of ryobi, not the bulkiness of ryobi, not the what do you call it? The longevity, the quality, the build quality. But the power, I think, is there for any brand.
Yeah. I got both compact and full size, self-proclaiming. So, which one has more power? The rigid subcompact or the flex compact?
Probably the ridgid, based on what you're saying.
Which one is smaller?
I don't
can
know.
Answer the question.
Yeah, you can answer it. Probably the rigid.
The rigid. Both have lifetime warranties if you register.
Right.
Rigid, been around for 110 years.
Right.
Rigid sold at Home Depot. Rigid with the backing of TTI and Emerson Electronics, who Emerson owns Rigid. Flex, owned by Chevron.
Yeah.
Backed by Lowe's.
Right, which is dropping the ball.
Yeah, which one has more of a future?
Yeah, I would say rigid probably.
But you don't hear me say that rigid is the best professional grade tool.
No, as long as Milwaukee's around.
Yeah.
I've never cared to buy a rigid. I've never. The base of the tool really limits rigid. Like, wait, this is a 12. This is also a 12. Hang on a second.
You realize that flex batteries are the same size, like.
No.
Oh, actually, the flex batteries are bigger because they're 24 volts.
So here's a 2.0. Here's a 2.0.
Flex is doing massive sales right now.
Here's a 1.7 dewalt, 20 volt.
Okay.
Here's a flex.
And the flex is substantially bigger, yeah.
The flex is definitely bigger, but
substantially so.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
You have a rigid battery back there.
Yeah, it's outside there. You want me to go get it? How compact are they?
You have a 2 amp hour rigid battery.
Yeah, let me go get it.
I just have to prove the point to him.
It's not a stack lithium though, so the output's like dog shit.
That's what I'm saying. A decade, you think so? Rodney, don't buy the when. Don't buy when. Period.
You don't want me to show the rigid. The rigid's not going to help your case. I think the flex kind of limits himself on their base because the flex has a huge freaking base, dude, and that's why I really like the dewalts. The base on flex is freaking huge.
That's a rigid. That's you're holding the base on the rigid.
Right. You don't want me to do this, but I will.
Okay. And the rigid has the overmolding.
I don't know what it's got. It's huge. So
yeah, feel the bottom of it. It's got the overmolding. that over mold on it, that rubberized molding on
Oh,
the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, the new ones don't have that, so the new ones are actually smaller. That's an older battery.
Gotcha.
That's where a lot of your size is coming from, because they actually add in that they had that added in feature
Well, they don't have a
so that you
choice
could
because they're
set it down on stuff.
stuck with this base, whether they like it or not. They're stuck with that base forever.
Yeah, Flex just can't keep up with Milwaukee and DeWalt offering new tools every other month.
It's one of the reasons why the
Maybe, Eric.
Metabo isn't really my favorite, because a lot of the Metabos have that flat base too.
Uh-huh.
Um, I hate that. I hate that on the tool. Even whenever you put it down, you're still stuck with this bulkiness. When the battery's off, you're still
Oh,
stuck with this bulkiness.
George, Ridgid has ratchets. Does Miss Flex have ratchets?
I don't think so.
Ridgid has ratchets.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. What would you pay for a 12-volt DeWalt ratchet?
I paid $68 for mine.
Okay, but what is it normal price?
100?
Higher.
Oh,
Like if you went into the store today and bought it, what do you think? What do you think it is?
I don't know. Let me look it
I
up.
actually know the answer to this. I know the
What is
answer
it?
to this because I helped an old guy. It's $199.
What the hell? Really?
Yes, it's $199.
20 volt or 12 volt?
12. The 12 volt. The 12 volt and the 20 volt are the same price.
Yeah, the 20 volt here, half inch is 220 right now.
220. My bad.
220 for a 3/8 for atomic 20 volt. I'd have
I'm
to go
gonna
to
show.
Lowe's to find the 12, right?
Yes. I'm going to prove to you all that you buy the name on the side of the tool instead of the value of the tool. So the 20 volt, which I have the 12 volt DeWalt ratchet. I have a 20 volt DeWalt ratchet. I hate them. They're absolute garbage. You can buy the 3/8 and 1/4 rigid
Pretty good.
ratchet as a bare tool, the two of them combined $179 at Depot right now. Ooh, would I rather be caught with Hercules or Makita? Easy, Hercules. I would rather be caught with Hercules than Makita any day of the week because I don't have a husband. So why would I be caught with Makita?
What's the name of that site that I go to that has Amazon on sale? What's it called?
Like the
Outlet.
the warehouse.
Yeah, the Amazon outlet.
Okay.
Just have an Amazon/outlet, and you never know what
Yeah.
you're gonna find. It's like
Mm.
it's the most random stuff, but
I am in the Milwaukee Power Tools because I have a S comma. What could the S mean?
yeah. So like, here's a laser level. So this is a level that projects a laser.
What's that got to do with the ratchet?
$10. No, just Amazon outlet.
Oh,
Amazon
okay.
outlet is where I found that ratchet for 60.
The Tools Amazon store. Oh my God. I think my biggest issue with DeWalt is knowing that Black & Decker is the heart of the brand, and they make a Craftsman version of almost everything from DeWalt, but in a more disposable. I'm gonna guess you're gonna say it's more disposable than the Craftsman. I understand where you're coming from, but the Black & Decker has owned DeWalt since the 1960s. In that time, DeWalt went from basically making like one-off tools, tools that you weren't using very common, like a radial arm saw, stuff like that, to branch out to be one of the biggest manufacturers in the world. And even if they have some of the same type of tool in Craftsman, and I just did a short on this, like a couple of days ago. They're not the same. I put the DeWalt 860 up against a Craftsman Impact, and the Craftsman Impact lost by like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
No worries, Killtronics, you're good. What? Tom who? Proofread what? I'm lost.
Me too.
I have the laser. It's more like a toy. Who is that name of the company? Milwaukee. They do the laser tape measures. Everything I have ever seen from them is second-rate garbage. Milwaukee. That's the name of the company. They sent me a laser tape measure one time, and they asked me. They didn't ask me for a video or nothing. They just said, "What would your professional opinion of this be?" And I said, "A professional would never use this." And then I listed off about 10 different things that they screwed up in making a tape measure. The digital display on it can't be seen in sunlight. Can you imagine a professional not using a tape that they can't see? Like, how would you even manage to try that?
There's no way. I would not trust it. No.
Right? Here's the other one. When you set it on a tripod, because it had a little notch for it to set it on a tripod.
Right.
But it's off center. So it sits keeled. Like
perfect.
I put a level on top of it. And I took pictures of it and showed it to them. I'm like, it's not level when it sits up there. I did a whole bunch of stuff for them, and then they're like, well, if we paid you, would you review it? I sent back 2 letters. F-O. Milwaukee and Recon, I think, laser tape measure. You need calibrated, I think. Even if you calibrate it, I don't trust Milwaukee to do anything right, because everything I have seen from them has been just garbage. Just straight up trash. Recon I've never used. I've seen their little shtick on YouTube here. Honest to God, I have on my miter saw a ruler. Like, doesn't take a whole lot. Best laser level. You know what? Sayer just got one. I can't remember the name of the company. But for laser levels, I've always gone with Bosch. I've always trusted Bosch. That's what I used in the field for years. I would still trust them today.
Yeah, it just depends on how far you're trying to go. I like PLS, Pacific Laser Systems. But we've both gotten that Takamine, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And then I got
I got this one.
what is this brand?
This one is surprisingly good.
Oh, Sigmund.
This one.
Yeah, Sigmund makes an okay one. I've had 2 different Sigmund.
I don't know the name of them. Oh, there you go. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's the Takamine.
Mine broke. Fell on the concrete. Fell on the concrete, and the bottom broke off.
What in the world? Like this piece.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I fixed it with Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, hey, it self-levels, so there's probably nothing wrong with that.
Stabila. Oh, Stabila's great.
Yeah. Yeah, Sanders had like an 18-volt battery that like snapped on the back of it or something.
Yeah.
This one just takes little battery packs. But Sayers was like heavy duty, dude. Sayers was like thick. That laser was thick.
Sayers got it's remote control. It like does so much. This one's remote control too, but I lost the remote control because it's only this big.
Oh yeah, no, mine's right here.
I don't. This helped frame and raise walls in North Carolina. Nice, Ranger. The guys all had Milwaukee everything. I have all Metabo cordless nailers and they work fine. They just don't have the same battery quality as the Milwaukee. That's a rough one because in my experience, Milwaukee batteries tend to split open quite a bit. And that's why you see guys, especially framers, where they have duct tape wrapped around their Milwaukee batteries.
Uh, um, yeah, I don't know, man. I've only ever seen one split apart, and that's because I was working for this guy, and he let this guy take the drill home, and it was a Gen 2. No, I think it was a Gen 3. Gen 3 Milwaukee. He used it to remove lug nuts from his car. So you know how that went.
Yeah.
It wasn't an impact. So I don't know if the battery hit the floor or the sheer momentum of his hands being, turned in a knot like this, and the sheer momentum of just whoosh, like this.
Yeah.
But it split the two in half, and we were able to get it back together. And it was a brand new 3.0. So he just took it back to Home Depot and they gave him a new one. But
Apache
yeah,
does
obviously
make
don't
a
use
good point.
a drill on lug nuts,
Yeah. Unless you've got a torque multiplier. Apache does make an excellent point about these green laser levels that you're getting from China and having so many YouTubers get them for free and whatnot. Now, that's how I got that one, full disclosure. When I was, like 5 months in, they sent it to me, and it's worked all this time. But the company might not be there in 6 months, and you may not get your warranty if it breaks or whatever. I mean, for me, I've had that one now for several years. I even used it when I was remodeling my house. So it did come in rather handy for that. But yeah, you're right. Most people will never be able to warranty their stuff because the company will probably be out of business.
Yeah, I mean, you get what you pay for, though. The cheaper laser.
I trust Bosch. I trust Bosch. I've always trusted Bosch with lasers. I probably always will. If I were out in the field today, I would have a Bosch.
If I spent that kind of money, I'd expect a warranty. If I spend the Chinese money, then I just go buy another one, and then I won't have to wait for a warranty. So,
I don't know.
Just depends on what you're doing, man. Sometimes, like, the DeWalt battery dies. Am I going to go call DeWalt, or am I just going to go buy another battery?
I don't know. I've never met a professional that was using any brand other than Bosch.
We use Hiltis and Bosch.
There. Yeah, I know they're out there. I've just never seen anybody use anything other than a Bosch.
We use Hiltis and Bosch.
Yeah.
And Hiltis make a great laser.
Hoopar?
But I personally had a PLS.
Okay. Well, I know Klein makes them. I'm surprised you didn't have one of theirs.
I'm not a sellout.
Yeah,
so I've got a Klein laser level. They sent it to me, but I'm not a sellout. And then Klein told me,
Liar.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I would never say that you sold your anus to Klein.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I've done everything but sell out.
Straight up gave it to him.
I flat out fucking disagree with you. We can fight about that right now. I'm not a sellout to Klein.
Let's go.
Hey, did I just mention the laser? I rest my fucking case.
No.
I rest my case.
You said you hadn't bought one because you're not a sellout.
I've got a fucking Klein laser over there. But I didn't show it to you.
You said you didn't buy one because you're not a sellout.
No, I said I didn't talk about it.
The tough built laser level? I haven't tried it, Richard.
Neither have I. It's probably just as good as all the other Chinese knockoffs.
Maybe.
The Chinese knockoffs are fine, man. Get the Chinese knockoffs for like $100. They last for a couple of years, and when they break, go buy another one. Or you can buy a Bosch for 700, and when it breaks after 3 or 4 years, if it does, maybe it doesn't, then you got to go
Yeah.
worry about the warranty.
I do like,
I love those tape measures.
except for one thing. It's got one thing on it that can't stand on any tape measure.
What is it?
Not a single one. You see the
Oh,
fraction.
dude, I like that for helpers though, man, because you'll be reading off measurements and they won't even know what to even.
The other thing is the protective coating on the bottom, so the
Yeah.
dust and dirt and stuff don't get in there.
Is that what that's
goes
for?
to 6 inches. Yeah, only goes to 6 inches, and a good one is going to go to 11 to 12 inches. 6 inches is not enough.
I
Just like
just
your mom.
I just bought a Fat Max the other day.
Yeah. Orange
Fat Max is
Kool-Aid.
always gonna be the best, dude. Fat Max is where it's at. I don't care who comes out with what. Fat Max is always going to be my recommendation.
So the Fat Max clips come off the front.
Never experienced that.
I have. No worries, Richard.
You make me wonder where that Klein leverage level is, though. I think it's in this bag.
I don't know where you did it with it. 6 inches is not enough. That is what she said. That is one tool. Never buy Milwaukee. Never buy a red tape measure. That's actually how if you like your TTI rep at your Home Depot, buy Milwaukee tape measures. Actually, if you don't like your TTI rep at Home Depot, buy the tape measures, because that is how they're graded. The number of tape measures they sell, the more they sell, the more likely they are to get promoted. So if you don't like your TTI rep, buy a bunch of tape measures. The Makita guys got excited seeing that tape measure go up. Oh, I will say this. I do like that it has that brake feature there, because when I'm holding it, my finger just naturally rests right in there. So it is nice. And I never, like, if I have these out at any extended length, I'm always just like what you do with your brakes. I'm always pumping the brakes to get it back.
Yeah, I've always reached in front of my tape measure.
With your finger.
Always right there.
I do that, but on this one, there's that little lip there.
Hey, this one does have a brake too. I didn't even know they had a brake on it. I still won't use it. I still won't use it.
It's got the electrician's tape, the Klein.
We do. I got to try it out, because everyone tells me the Klein makes good tape measures now. I've never seen Klein make a good tape measure in my life. So we're trying this one out.
Not accurate enough.
I haven't played with it enough to tell you what I think about it, but
I can tell you, quit slamming that like that.
It just sounds loud. I'm not really slamming it.
All right. Bought the Crescent tape measure lately. I like it because my blind eyes can see the reading. Yeah, that makes sense.
I noticed something on the Crescents the other day.
I like the night eyes. I have a chick. I have 2 female TTI reps in my area. One's cute.
I like this DeWalt tape.
One looks like a battle axe.
I like the DeWalt Tough series. They're a little thick, but the blade is really thick. I feel like it's thicker than the Klein, actually. Just hard to say. But it got twisted. See how it's twisted in the front?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I baby my tape measures. I'm not sure how it got twisted. I don't like that at all.
I don't know. I've seen you use stuff too long to know.
That's fair. But
yeah,
I was really trying to keep this one nice. I don't know why it's twisted.
Ooh. Pat, I do like the Irwin tapes as well. That's one thing you should not buy from Walmart, tape measures. None of them are very good.
Oh, I bought the 12-foot Husky. That's like $5. Have you seen it?
Yeah. No,
Dude, I like it for around the house. I'll go get it.
you would. I bought a Craftsman tape measure for around the house, and because my wife and I were going to be morning Skip from Scotland. You're the second Scottish person we've had on here tonight, so welcome. My wife and I were going to work on a project, so I bought two of the exact same type of tape measures so that we could each measure. And I don't know if you guys do this or if it's just me. I took a 12-foot board and stretched them both out and made sure that they were in conference, so the measurements were all the same.
Right.
So I don't know if everybody does that or if it's just me, but that's what I do.
This tape is just a big piece of crap, but I like it for around the miter saw. My dad always had a certain tape measure for around the miter saw, and I don't know. I'm kind of following suit. This is pretty nice for around the miter saw. Small, and
Nice.
yeah, it's $5. $5 for a 12-foot tape measure.
Same tape if you're going to. That's exactly right, Dallas. Everyone should have the same tape if you're going to be doing more precise work. Even framing, you want to have the same tapes. And the reason for that is that what is that? Chameleon. If one guy has a chameleon tape, now chameleon tapes are almost always off. They're almost always off. If one
Really?
guy on your if one guy on your crew has a chameleon tape and another guy has let's for argument's sake we'll say they have a Klein. Well, the measurements aren't going to be the same. Well, when you're doing framing, you got to get your studdings your stud spaces right. 16 on center. They've got to be right. Well, if your tape ain't right, then the rest of your layout is trash.
This one's dead on with
If you're using two different tape measures, you're going to get two different results.
Yeah.
You got to go out further than a foot, Dink.
Well, also, I would say, if someone's bent theirs and you haven't bent yours, that's also going to be a difference too.
Need to use the same model to work together. Important. Yeah. Ever needs a pacemaker, he's going to make sure it's powered by Bauer brushed batteries.
Bowers.
Even their batteries are brushed now. Hook them on
the Bauer brush batteries.
That's what I said, Dallas. I always take them out to 12 feet just to make sure. If they're together at 12 feet, you know that they're probably going to be fairly accurate together. And how do you subscribe? I don't know. You see that little white thing, the little white box on the corner? If you touch that, it'll take you to the subscription.
There you go.
There's a law. They have to use the same tape. I think that's the same. Should be the same on every crew, but you can never tell these days. Most guys don't even look at their tape to know if it's accurate. We always when we got a new brand. I can't remember what the brand was. It didn't last very long. We had tried a new brand. We got our rafter square out, and we tried to use it against the rafter square because rafter squares are all the same. You get 24 inches along the tongue. You get 16 inches along the spine. They're all the same. I might have that reversed, but I think that's the way it works. So you can take your tape measure out and you can measure it using your rafter square. And if it's out, then you know it's not a good tape and you just throw that sucker away.
Oh, yeah.
So if you know that, then you can check the accuracy of your tape by using a rafter square. We got one that at 1 foot was over a 1/4 inch off to the bed. Like it wasn't a 1/4 inch over, which your mom will tell you is good. It was a 1/4 inch to the bad, which was shorter. It was the Jimmy of tapes.
The Jimmy of tapes. Got him. The Jimmy Blue Balls of tapes.
That 1/4 inch, yeah, that's a lot. When you're not even going 2 feet, it's 1/4 inch off. That's a lot because that means that all of your layout is going to be
way
trash.
Off. Not just that, like, dude, that's terrible. 1/4 inch is like
Chameleon.
not even a tolerance number. Like, that's not even a tolerance number that I'm acceptable with. Cheating a coupling is probably as much as you can do as a 1/4 inch electrical. You're talking about cabinetry. Screw a 16th, dude, man.
Could you imagine? You're like, so let's say you're running a 20-foot wall, and you're a 1/4 inch off every 16 inches.
Yeah.
Now imagine you're the homeowner.
You're actually going to miss the stud. You would actually start missing studs.
You paid for a 20-foot wall, and you're getting 19 feet 8 inches.
Yep.
You know, that's you can't do that. I don't know what the actual math worked out. I just picked 19.8 out of air. You know what, guys? We've been on for an hour and a half. That's half hour longer than we normally go.
Hey,
but we've been enjoying the conversation.
Hope everything's well, man. And
yeah,
everything goes good.
Man, I hope you bounce back. Just make sure to hit that physical therapy hard. It's going to hurt, but you got to do it. You got to make it through it hard. The last thing you want to do is not work, because motion is lotion, and if you're not moving, you're dying. So make sure that you hit it hard, because when my mom had her hip replaced, she decided she wasn't going to walk anymore. She didn't make it very long. How about tape measures from the same company, but different line? Always
I
the
remember
same.
when you were
same
thinking
line.
about getting like a winch system.
Yes, I was going to put a garage. I was going to get a garage door opener and set up a winch system.
Set the limit switch.
Just put her off the bed. That's what I was going to
do. So when I moved in, my garage door was not compatible with my security system. Real quick story, right? So I go by. I had a garage door guy come. He's like, "You're going to need $1,500 for this." I was like, "Dude, go screw yourself. I'm going to go do it myself." So he's like, "The chance you getting a motor that's exactly going to fit this exact thing and the chain, the sprocket is like really slim." I was like, "Get out of here." So I get on the Lowe's, pick up the Chamberlain. It's got the Wi-Fi and everything. I buy the motor. I'm struggling getting it all done. I mark where the chain is. You know, I'm like a novice for this, dude. I don't like garage doors. I don't like springs. I don't like nothing. You know, so it's like we're gonna wing it. I get it all set up, and I start trying to test it, and I realize the Wi-Fi is not working. I was like, why is it not working with the Wi-Fi? And I look down on the ladder. I'm like,
old sprocket.
That looks like the new garage door motor that I just bought. So I literally went to the store.
I remember this.
Bought a new motor.
Yeah.
Took down the old motor, walked around the house for a second, and then grabbed the old motor and installed it. And I didn't even have to program it, right? No limit switches, no nothing. And I was like, damn, dude, this motor, it knew exactly where to stop. I was like, what are the odds? I realized that I had the new motor still on the floor. And I was like, oh, that explains why it already knew what the limits were and everything. But anyway.
I do remember you called me and you you had me watch you do this, but it was after you had put the old one back on.
Yeah, I was like, what is wrong? Yeah. Yeah. It was a good time. I was basically insane 2 years ago. I was losing my mind, dude. I was on the verge of dementia with the mold toxicity that I had.
You had to say dementia with me here.
Anyway.
Don't worry, guys. Like a good friend, I made fun of him.
Perfect.
So with that, folks, we're out of here. We do this show every Sunday, 7 Central Standard Time, 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm usually on his channel. That's Tools and Tactics. And we do this together. We've been doing this together for 4 years to the day. To
Oh,
the
wow.
day.
Really?
Yeah, it's our 4 years of doing these Sunday live streams.
Nice.
So with that, we are out of here. For all you Makita guys out there, don't forget, blow them like you know them. And for the rest of you, make sure that when you trim, how do I say this?
If you trim your
When you trim your bush, your deck will always look big.
there you go.
That's it. When you trim your bush, your deck will always look big. So take it easy, guys. We'll see you next Sunday, 7 Central Standard Time. Keep it real.
We'll see you guys.
Giant.